I wanted to share my top horror movies for 2025, my objectively subjective list. I'm looking at storyline, cinematography, unique perspective, acting, overall aesthetics. Did I have a good time? Was I entertained? Did I find it enjoyable? Did I find it scary or creepy or unnerving? Something like that. First, I wanted to give a few honorable mentions that just didn't quite make it, but I still thought they were solid. Presence, Hell House, Companion, Him, Death of a Unicorn, Predator Badlands, Opus, and Together. Starting with number 10, which I gave to two spots, The Rule of Jenny Penn and The Ugly Stepsister. Promise I'll keep it right after here. The Rule of Jenny Penn, a man has a stroke and goes to a retirement home where he meets the bully of the retirement home. It is so odd. The acting is fantastic. It's the horrors of losing your agency, your memory, not having anyone that seemingly loves you because you haven't been a good person. So the effects of being a certain way, and then that comes back to bite you. But how can you also get people to be on your side if you are the less of two evils? This one I didn't hear talked about a lot, so I did want to spotlight it because it stayed with me. And there was a sort of realistic horror to it that I appreciated in a more psychological sense. The Ugly Stepsister is completely different. It's fantastical. It's a retelling of Cinderella where we have Elvira and Agnes. They both are around the same age. They want to meet the prince and go to the ball and meet the eligible bachelors. The lengths that one would go to reach a sort of beauty standard that doesn't really matter, but it was important. And this is kind of this year's The Substance. It's gross, it's grotesque, it's nasty. It made me squirm. I don't know if I will watch this again or not, but I couldn't put it higher in the list because of the pacing. But it's dreamy, it's beautifully shot, it's a Norwegian movie, well acted. Next, we have Frankenstein, a retelling of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, directed by Guillermo del Toro, with Jacob Elordi, where we really get into the mind of Creature. It's heartwarming. It almost made me want to cry. It's so gorgeous. It's long, but you're never bored. It's amazing gothic sci-fi horror, like a true gothic movie. Mia Goth is good in it. Everyone is good in it. The only reason I couldn't put it higher on the list is because it's not a scary movie, even though it does have action and parts where it is thrilling and tense. It's not scary, even though it is very, very good. And they did a great, I think, addition adding to what we have of Frankenstein movies. Next, we have Somnium, about a small town girl going to the big city in California with dreams of becoming an actress, and to make extra money, she gets a job at a sleep clinic. This movie checks so many of the boxes that I like. It's dreamy, it's liminal, it's retro futuristic, it's pretty, it's pastel, it's bleak but also colorful. It's a unique storytelling. It's creepy. It's not super scary, but it is creepy and it leaves you wondering like what's going on. I didn't hear a lot about this movie this year, and I definitely believe it deserves a little more attention coming from a first-time director that did a great job. Next, I have Dangerous Animals. I don't really have any notes for this movie. I just think it was a good, fun summer survival horror movie about a man who is obsessed with sharks. He is a shark obsessed serial killer. Jai Courtney, fantastic in this role. This movie I also think people thought would be a little maybe corny or not worth seeing in theaters. This movie has rewatchability. There are practical effects with the shark. This is a sleeper hit. This one was not also on my expectation list. It is Silent Night, Deadly Night. It is a reboot about a boy who sees his family oft during Christmas and what he grows up like as an adult and what effect that had on him. This is a fun Christmas slasher. It looks like film. It's so beautiful. It's interesting. It's different. It's different than the original. I think it has rewatchability. There's actual gore. It does get silly sometimes, but just enough to break up the tension of the seriousness. I'm not mad at it. It's unexpected, I believe, and I hope this becomes a classic for many people during the holiday time. Next, we have Keeper, about a couple that is having their anniversary trip and they go to a cabin, and of course, things go interestingly from there. I don't think a lot of people love this one because it is a really weird movie, but I think it's a really good Osgood Perkins movie. The characters themselves are not crazy interesting on their own, which is why it can't be higher, but this movie has some of the most beautiful cinematography I've seen this year, some of the most unique entities that were just like, what? I've never seen anything like this before. It's a weird movie. It's actually resolved. There's some twists. You know it's going somewhere, but you're just not sure where it's going. And I like weird ones. Next, we have Bring Her Back, about a blended family that has had a tough time and they're just trying to move on with their lives, but some things are not adding up that need further exploration. This is probably a one time watch for me. This movie is gross and unnerving. In the theater, I remember being so tense. I have not been tense in this way in many movies. It's not like a jump scare type of movie, but you truly care about the characters. You wish for their well being. You want to know what's going on and why. It's a simple premise, but it takes such a simple premise and executes it so well. It had to be higher up on the list, and I don't expect anything even less from the directors that brought us Talk to Me. Number three, we have Weapons. It is a movie that deserves the praise that it gets, in my opinion. An entire class disappears except for one child, and everyone is questioning the teacher. And it's not even just that, because this movie has the perspective of several different people, same scene over and over. Sound design good, cinematography good, acting cool. This is a serious movie until it is not. Aunt Gladys is a fantastic horror figure villain. I can't wait to hear more of her backstory. This movie was a fun time, and I get why it got all of the praise that it got, because it's kind of worth the hype. Even if that makes you a little anti just because it is so popular, it's just so much fun, and I didn't mind the descent into madness. A movie that I didn't foresee being on my top list is VHS Halloween. This is so much fun. It looks like it's shot in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. It's so nostalgic. It's campy over silly, and it's creepy over scary. But it was so perfect to watch during October. I didn't dislike any of the stories. I like the little in between story that they do in these VHS movies. This has good rewatchability. If you grew up during any of these time periods and remembering what it looked like during October and these times, it brings that vibe. And I appreciate what they did with this one. It's also the best VHS that they've done so far. And last but not least, Sinners. Uh, Twins are back after the war. They've been in Chicago, I believe. They go back to their hometown in Mississippi to start a juke joint. There's nothing wrong with this movie, almost, to me. It's nearly a perfect movie, and it's not just about the horror. Just I enjoyed being in this world. I could have gotten a mini series and really enjoyed being in this world because it's so cool. There's racism, there's hoodoo, there's family ties, the cinematography is gorgeous, the storyline is interesting. The juke joint, the night of the juke joint, the music, the musical scenes, it's just a good movie. And it felt very moving to see it in theaters. So I also get the praise of the director, Ryan Coogler, and everyone in it. So what was some of your favorite horror movies of this year? I didn't get to see everything, but looking forward to watching more in a timely manner if possible. And have a happy new year. Thanks for watching.